Often says this young man is the soul of this show. He personifies what this show is all about. Keep them applause going, Torch. I watched this young man's career rise like a phoenix, Mike Muse. I watched this man change the trajectory of his life and his health and really improve upon it, utilizing music as his tool to not only heal himself, but to heal others who are like-minded and went through similar situations. His music has been medicine for many of the people that follow him, which is me, along with millions of others. I've gone personally to watch this man perform and just to really bear witness to his power that comes from what he does with his music as he shares his life. He's extremely intimate in his songs. You get to know members of his family pretty thoroughly because he's that transparent and he's that honest when it comes to his music, and he's that determined when it comes to being an MC. And now as a businessman, and looking at him, he still looks the same in the face, but his body looks like Thor. I don't know what kind of.
I got hair now too.
He got hair now too. Heather B, you got to see him. I don't know what kind of GMO diet he's been on, but he's pretty rocked up right now. I don't know if it's steroids in the meat.
It's
but
definitely no steroids.
In the meat?
I think he's just caught me on a good day.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay, man. I want to welcome this brother back to the show to celebrate his new project. I got a chance to listen to it. Pink is Better is out today. Give it up for the one and only Token is back.
Hey.
Token!
Yo!
Thank you, bro.
What's happening, man?
What's up, bro?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Wow, congratulations, bro. I feel like our legacies, this show and your legacy is interconnected for eternity.
For sure.
You know, and what happened since you came up here? What year was that freestyle?
The first one?
2016?
I was 17, yeah. It changed everything, bro. Like, I grew up watching these freestyles, like, just watching the interviews, and that was, like, the biggest opportunity I got that day, and I just, like, you know, I knew I had to turn it into something, and really, like, you know, you always look back at, like, different moments of, like, oh, this was, like, this domino here, this domino here. That one was, like, the big domino that, like, you know, really everything came after that, bro. I just think that, I just been waiting for it for so long. And I like, you know, even when I post about it, like, people just know, like, this was really the beginning. So it's nice to be back.
Yeah, when I go to his concerts, you know, if I'm anywhere he is, man, your fans come up to me
you
like,
should be selling meet and greet tickets at my shows.
I could, like, I
make
could
a lot of money.
I could sell merch and kill it.
Yeah, I think you should. You're welcome to. I got a show on the 30th. New York.
In
you
New
should
York?
come through. Yeah.
That's one of my partners right there, Levi. He's an ill ass MC too. We got a merch line called Scribbles, right?
Yeah.
And so, can we set up a table?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Okay, Levi, get the information. We're gonna make that.
You got me on air.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people come on big platforms and get that opportunity, but they don't always transform it. I mean, how did you nurture it? How did you curate the energy that you got?
I just, you know, a lot of hard work. This has been, like, in me since, like, forever. I've been rapping since I was, like, 6. Like, I was raised on rap. I've been writing since I was, like, ever since I remember, I was always writing my feelings down and stuff. So it's really, like, it's just in my blood, like, talking about what's going on in my life. It just makes me feel better. You know, that was the beginning of it. It's just, like, writing down, like, my thoughts that I didn't really want to talk about. You know, and it just made me feel better afterward. That's the beginning of it. So it's, like, very instinctual. So, you know, I do work hard, but I'm lucky that it's just so in my blood. And I just feel like I have a close, like, connection with the fans, and it means a lot to me just to be honest. And, you know, it feels like I'm just, like, living my truth. It doesn't feel like I, like, entered this, you know, person and success and, you know, stuff like that. It's just, like, really who I am. It's been my life forever.
Right. Token is here. One of the things I appreciated about you when you talk about your honesty, you were always vulnerable in your music, and you talked about, you know, mental health and different things you've dealt with. How has that been for you? What's been the progress? What's been your evolution?
I mean, it's continual. It's like the older I get, it's like new. You know, it's new habits, it's new concerns, new things, like, that make me happy, new things that make me sad. Like, it's just different. You know, it's definitely changed a lot you know, at first, the beginning of my life, I just kind of like felt hopeless. Like I felt like, I mean, that's where the name Token comes from, is like feeling different from everybody else and not really, you know, just feeling like an alien. Like I didn't even want to talk about it because I was like ashamed of being different. That was like the beginning narrative of my life, was like, I don't feel like I could like even relate to anybody on any extent. And that was like something I was ashamed of, like, and now it's like the good thing, you know. So now it's like I take pride in being different. Yeah, that's why I take pride in that. And it's just like different things now, like different types of things that make me, you know, sad, and you know, relationships and like family stuff. It's always a growing process.
You even got a song called A Little Different on this Pink is Better album, right? And I feel like that kind of speaks to that, right?
Yeah. That was at a time in my life where like shit was just really feeling like different. Like all my worries are like different worries. Like what I used to trip about, I was no longer tripping about. It was a lot about like relationship stuff. The thing with this album is like my last project was kind of like the sound of a kid dealing with like his small level of success, you know. Like it was like, I feel this way because this happening in my career. Like people are treating me like this because of this in my career. I feel like this because people are looking at this album. Is I blame nothing on success. I blame nothing on my career. I was like, these are my real life problems, and I talk about like, you know, problems that have nothing to do with my career. It's tough because like
give me an example of a problem that has nothing.
Like relationship shit.
Yeah. You still got trust issues.
Yeah. Just well, trust issues. I feel like I give trust issues more than I have. I actually don't feel like I have that big trust issues. I feel like I probably do actually.
You got trust issues, bro.
Yeah, I definitely got trust issues.
You say it in a song.
Yeah.
But how many relationships have you been in since I've seen you last?
I've been in like 2 real relationships.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were both like really different, and but I'm just like, I obsess, like, you know, like it really becomes a major part of my life. I think I get that from my dad, like just like it's hard to move on.
Yeah. Well, you think of that Heather Token stalker like qualities.
Stalker-like qualities.
I was gonna say that could be kind of scary.
Yeah.
You know, being obsessed like that. But why you said you think you get it from your dad? Is that something you watched with him?
I just know he never got over my mom. You know, like I never, you know, they like split when I was 10, and I like barely seen him with other women, and like even when he was, it was like he would always say like, it's just not your mom, like, you know. And he like, I get a lot from him because he wrote songs and stuff. He like sang, and he used to like sing songs about my mom to me when I was like really young, and ever since then I'd be like writing songs about girls in school and shit.
Wow.
That's been a big part of my life.
Writing songs.
So what's your relationship? Where's your mom now? Do we still have your mom?
Yeah. My mom is still in Massachusetts. Yeah.
So what do your parents? What do they think about your success?
They're both, I mean, just super proud. Like my mom, I mean, both of them have just seen me, you know, they see what I come from. They knew how, like, they knew how I was getting into a lot of trouble before, like, music started working when I was really young. Like, just, just, like, fucking around and just getting into shit. And they see, I was like, that was the thing. I was like, always getting suspended from school and, like, in trouble with other kids and law and shit like that. And they saw the change in me when this started working. You know, like I was no longer getting in trouble. I like fully entrenched myself in this, and you know, I kind of like killed that part of me. Like I didn't feel like I needed to like cause trouble. I don't really know what that was in me. Like I had a lot of older homies, and I don't know. I was just rebellious, I guess. But the music really like gave me my purpose.
In your music, you talk about your relationship with your dad, and the song A Little Different. You talked about at one point your dad. It seemed like your dad might have been jealous of your success, I'm assuming, and y'all went through a lot. Heather, his dad passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
Recently,
Oh,
but What I asked him, if you don't mind, if I'm overstepping my boundaries,
No,
pull me
you're good.
back. Okay, great. I asked him, were they able to kind of mend that bond between father and son before he passed? And he shared with me that he passed right after your last album came out, right?
Yeah, like a week.
A week after. Yeah. And so where were y'all at in the end?
It was good in the end. It was, we always had a good relationship. It was never like beef or anything. It was just complicated. Like, it was just complicated. We just like went through different, just like different times of him being like really in my life, then not really in my life, and especially when they split, it was like I was just with my mom, and like him living alone, it was hard for me to see some of the stuff that him living. So I kind of distanced myself, and then with music, you know how it goes. Like I was touring, and it just became more distant, and then right around like COVID, near the end of COVID, I really started seeing him more. And like going over his house, and like he had a girlfriend at the time, and like I had a girlfriend at the time, so we all used to kick it in his house. It was only like a few times, but I was really feeling like, I remember thinking like the last time I was with him, like damn, like he's really about to be a part of my life again. Like, so it's sad that we didn't really get to maximize the potential, but it definitely ended on a good note. I didn't see him since the album was out, but when I went to his house after he passed, there was like mad CDs. A Pink is Better. Like he didn't even ask me ask me to buy the CD or get the CD. He just had like a stack of them, on his desk. And his last text to me was like, just like the nicest text ever. Just like,
wow.
He actually, it's weird, bro. He texted me the day before, and this was out of nowhere. Like there was no reason for this to happen. And he texted me the day before, just saying how much like he loved me, and he didn't know, like it's one of those things, how much he loved me and how much he's proud of me. And we didn't really talk since the album had just came out. I was in LA. A lot was going on. But yeah.
Wow. What's his name?
Sam
What?
Sam Goldberg.
Sam Goldberg. We paying tribute to Sam Goldberg. His legacy lives on. He is here. He's here and through you. You're his legacy. You're his DNA and his genetics. So he's here with us right now.
And he gave me this music shit, bro. Like he was always singing, and this was his dream, bro. He wanted to be like a touring act. Like he was always singing, writing songs, playing the guitar. It just wasn't his job, but I wouldn't be making music if it wasn't for him.
There you go, man. So he here, man.
Token, you said a couple key words about maxing out. You're hoping you had a chance to max out. I know a lot of times, and when there's death, and I learned this from a good friend of mine whose mother passed away, and so she talked about how people thought she would be sad, but she said she wasn't, because she actually had the chance to max out on the experience with her mother, right? So it gave her healing. So I'm just curious with you, just seeing when you went back into his apartment and you saw the CDs that were there, did that help give you closure on the relationship and his passing and his transition? And
I mean, I knew how
afterlife.
I knew how proud of me he was, like, the whole time. So it wasn't a question of was he watching? I knew he was watching. I knew he was proud. I knew like he loved me more than he could ever say. Like he made that clear. But yeah, seeing the CDs was just nice because we didn't get time to talk about the album. Like I'm sure he wanted to like ask me about certain things. He didn't. I didn't know I assumed he listened, but I didn't know. And then I went there, and it was just like a moment. Like he heard it.
You're very vulnerable, man. I'm just curious about, you've been sharing everything that happened with you in high school and your rebelliousness and how you're acting out, and probably you're acting out in relationship to your parents' relationship and how that handled. And you're very open book, and I know you have a huge fan base that listens to you who may be dealing with different things. How did you come out to the other side? Because you started out this conversation by saying that you've come out on the other side, your mental health is better now, but like that's such a broad stroke, right? Like how did you?
I don't feel like I came fully out. Like I still have like stuff in my blood, it feels like sometimes, like from my mom and my dad. Like I just have like tendencies to like be sad sometimes for no reason. But I really think it's finding something you love, bro, and just like and finding your worth in it. Like I really feel like I found my worth in this shit, and it's like I don't feel like there's no purpose. Like I really do feel like there's a purpose, and I think that's the biggest thing, something to really focus on. You know, they say like when you work really hard, like, you know, all the girls I've ever been with, they say I work too hard and it's like a defense mechanism, but it's like shit. It works.
It
You
works
know what
for
I'm
you,
saying?
right?
Yeah, and it's like at the end of the day, it's not an unhealthy defense thing. Like it's something I love to do. you know?
Tokens here, man. Here's my question: Why is Pink better?
So there's definitely like a few ideas to the album title, but the album was really just about balance and finding balance. And at the time of making the album, it was definitely, I was living in a lot of extremes. You know, I just had like got my first car and my first crib.
What kind of car you get?
Party. We don't gotta talk. Come on, bro. Why
You
you always
just talk
do
about
this to
that.
me?
You talk about
I don't
everything
even. I
else.
actually forget. But yeah, it was just like I was just like living alone for the first time, and just like parties at the crib, and just like a lot of fun, just more money and just shit like that. And that side, I like refer to as like the red side, like just fast, hot lifestyle shit. And at the same time, like especially through like COVID, I actually felt like the most doubt I've ever had, and being like sad about a breakup that happened, and that's a side that, you know, the album refers to as like white flag, like feeling defeat. And throughout the whole album, like you kind of see me grow healthier throughout it. Like it goes down a red lane and it goes down a white lane. If you listen to the album, you'll understand it. But by the end of the album, I felt like I reached Pink. Like it was a balance. Like I'm aware of like maybe some of the negative shit. Like I don't want to like ignore it, and I'm still emotionally like listen to myself, and I still have fun. But at the end, I'm like balancing it more, because there was just a period there that I was going a little too OD in both areas.
I love it, man. Token is here. This album is incredible. I got a chance to listen to it this morning, and I was really impressed by some of the features. It's not a whole lot of features, but the ones you got, Rico Nasty, Benny the Butcher with that Amsterdam track.
Yeah.
What gave you the audacity to rap next to Benny the Butcher?
I mean, I'm such a Benny fan. Like, I think it was 2020. Like, I literally only listened to Tana Talk 3. Like, it was the only album I listened to. And I just really wanted to work with him. And I thought he would just be such a cool addition to this project. Like, especially what he raps about. I wanted to get him on some red shit. Yeah, bro, he snapped. He definitely snapped.
What do you think of you?
Oh, he's a fan, bro. I think the first. I'm trying to remember the first. I think there was a video that got posted of me like listening and like rapping along to one of his songs, and I think my label posted it, and he like showed love on it or reposted it or something like that, and that was really the beginning of it. And he was just with it, bro. And yeah, we definitely gotta get more in.
Jid is one of my favorite artists that I like to like just listen to. He's never been on the show or anything like that. And sometimes it allows me to just be a fan.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it ain't about you coming up to the show and doing all of that. And I really enjoy his music. Like I sit and listen to his music like I read books. You know, I feel like his verses are chapters. You know, and his songs are short stories to me, and he's very crafty with his wordplay and his substance. And you two teamed up on a song called Boom. Did y'all already know each other, or?
We just talked in DMs. Like I forget the first time we talked, but it was like a while ago. It might have been like 2019 or something like that. And we always talked about working, and it just like he's definitely particular about the song, and I've sent him a few things, and yeah, that was just the one that made sense. And he crushed it, bro. Like that's one of my favorite songs I've ever made. It's just such a fun song.
Y'all weren't in the studio?
No. We were together for the video, obviously, but he sent me in the verse, and we were going back and forth on it. Yeah, and then we linked, I think, for the first time in person during the video. I went down to Atlanta, and yeah, that's when we linked for the first time.
Okay, man. One of the things about Token Citizens is I call him, he's part of the fabric of what this show is built on. You know what I mean? He's the soul of this show. He and a lot of others, you know, that came up here before. We call him the soul of the show. We have people. This is how I got cool with Eminem through the Wake Up Show. He became, you know, the Fabric, Nas, all these different people that we would have up became the Fabric. Let me think of who else that we would consider that. Childish Gambino when he came up here and spit those flames. Legendary. Juice and Super Nat with the Wake Up Show. King Los, FAB, Common here. You know, I put you in that realm now. You in that school of people who've come up here and your freestyles have gone and left the planet and now exist somewhere in another galaxy.
We made history every time.
We made history every time, and it's 2023. We all on a higher vibration, Token. We all on a higher vibration. I've only had one MC bless the mic so far this year, and she just did that. What was that, yesterday? Wednesday. Was Lola Brooke.
Okay.
She was the first MC to come up here and spit fire for 2023. Heather said I have to be more selective. Ain't that right, Heather B? Oh, Heather must have cut out. So
I'll take your word for it.
You take my word for it? So this is what we gonna do, man. Did I bring him? This is what we gonna do, man. Ladies and gentlemen, he has nothing to prove. It's already been proven. He has his own record label now, Never Too Different, with Atlantic Records. I'm proud of this man. He's not only an MC, he's a businessman now. He shared his life with us, but his love and his hunger, Mike Muse, he's always going to be a hyena. Torch, I want you to make sure the music is right, the mic levels are balanced for what's about to take place right here today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, turn your volumes way past 10. Token is here. Token is here. Token is here. You ready, brother?
Let's go, bro.
Torch, drop that beat on him. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. If your shit whack, don't come up here.
Can you turn my vocals down a little bit? Hey, Hey, Sway,
Only man in my family left, just buried my dad and my grandpas are dead. I would call myself a product of the projects I would blare in my head. But I'm much more of a product of my mama being manic, depressed, panic, impressed. Parents planted a pledge in my head that I would see my potential, but Sway, my potential need a mental scan. To middle school, my record had been covered with assault like a pretzel stand, touring out the rental van. Mama like to stay at home, she only pop out for the sun like a freckle can. My bitch quiet, she a gentle hand. She don't make a sound until she ready for some tea. She a kettle down. I don't fuck fans like I used to, so try to not tell me you a fan to protect the brand. I can make a living off of my own music, but I stay in their mouth to be safe. I'm like a dental dam. Y'all lyrical, your music isn't hot. If you go with words, write a book, maybe it'll pop. All the people y'all compare me to are 10 years older than me. They all getting married or vacationing a lot. This is all the fuck I do. Shawty from my school, show me things until it swallowed up my youth. Lighting candle, top of tables, bottom of them too. Candles all across the room, felt like we were doing Hanukkah for two. What's new? I was fucking her in LA, was in love with her. Now I'm done with her. I'm about to go on tour. I might buy your ass a ticket just to show the true depiction of a young winner and a superstar that don't fuck with her. Back in tickets before, just stacking writtens as if it was ammunition for wars. You rappers sitting indoors just to solve a problem. After I put chalk around you, a mathematician for sure. Homie brought it in, but he's stashing shit in his shorts. Told him wrap it in a sock like the cash I hid in my drawers. The best part of being corny, it gotta be to having bitches on fours and $500,000 off tours and having divided floors. Grabbing shit I afford, packing shit for resorts. Active listener cores, massive interest support. Back up whips I port, sports cars without knowing like half a shit about sports. My bitch wants see fabric hitting the floor. She keep reaching for the belt like she got a son who hadn't finished his chores. I had it since I was born. Open mics with the homies for 3 people. I had to really perform. He rap but it hasn't really matured. He blames the crease on me, hates a disease on me. I write about the pain my teens caused me. Mom seeing money off all the family feuds. She must relate to Steve Harvey. They waving a fee on me on the house like they got her that rang and release softly. So on the move I got a suitcase up in 3 lobbies. I'm always losing my chain with the piece on me. All they got flow biters, I'm calling out ghostwriters. Like a Nicky for heading on Team Cardi. Tell my landlord I'm breaking a lease. Sorry, I'm about to hit 40 cities. They paying to see my body. Hey, Sway, you gotta change the beat on me. I put Boston on my back, so today's a cheap party. High school celebrity, okay if I'm tardy. Home videos for bitches like I'm training iCarly. Back doing what I do best. Purchase single shirt is wrinkled. That mean I'm not impressed. I look like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, I guess. It makes sense. I've always been the youngest, I'll say. They tell me that I move my fingers just like it's to rest. But mama worked a later shift to get money for rent. And you learn how to be clever with your fingers when you're the only one in the crib available to tuck you to bed.
Come on.
I'm backed up in the files. I didn't do shit this year but surpassed some of my idols and track mud through their tiles. Take them out of class, that ass just like a child, then that's something like Michael. It's ironic how they still act up when I'm viral. They call me out, but I'm always the last one who they dial. Used to be cool, but I knew it would be bad blood when a pile like my bitch when she backed up on her cycle. Don't have me in a trial. My rap sheet is a pal. Don't crack even a smile, a brat. She get too wild, half sleep for a while. She on more white shit than a Chad Liam or Kyle. Probably wish they had me with a Bible, cause I got a clean image, but I'm never good at keeping it mild. Raps really get vile. Look at how my train of thought brought me to train of thought and tag teaming in style, but I'm off it. I'm modest.
Yeah.
$250,000 checks for the dude inside of the office. Manager bought a coupe, but he too in sight for the flaunting. Ain't one person young as me do this like me, be honest. Name 'em.
I can't.
Fuck that, bring them here and I'll flame them. You're lucky I'm focused on making albums. Hope just wait for the outcome. Soaking blankets from round one. Choking, making the house run. Only way that your spouse come. Local rappers trying to hit my ex. Figure they can't get a feature, it's the closest thing to get. They know they won't get money, so they're hoping for respect. All press is good press, and now you show you're getting pressed. Hopping and whipping, it's moving around like it's doing a wheelie. Luggage all over the trunk is so heavy, the front of the car's in the air like a frisbee. You spending your life with a woman you barely in love with. If I wanna fuck with a woman, I tell her I'll never be lying. It's probably why they go with me. Now I'm popping my shit. I can ride my buzz cup, but my buzz been profiting since. Promise I will be a fan of you, dog, but all of your shit is a lesser version of what Kendrick and Cole already did. Bitch, I've been going hard. I'm the only star from the crib shit. Stole her heart cause I load the cart with the wish list. Noah's Ark, I'm the pro in charge of the big ship. Load the car with my bitches, bitch, and her bitch. They know my heart, so they happy it's my turn. I'm Tony Stark, bitch, everything I earn. I troll a lot, so they wonder why I'm respected still. You do what you want, if under it all is evident skill. But it be real, none of my family ever but chill. I get arrested, I never appealed. I find it funny they said I was trying to deal, cause we had to work out a deal, cause I was trying to deal. Then I went and got a deal without even trying for deals. They say I look like someone in the NBA. My dad was moving court to court, so I guess the shit's in my veins. She called me Token, she don't know what's my real name. Ironic, she only know me for Benjamins, that's okay. I don't do NFTs, but I will invest in my name. Non-fungible token worth a lot in this game. Sorry, that was corny, I'm fucking with you, I sway. Eminem on this shit, I ain't running from what they say. They used to call me T-Rabbit, I didn't know it was hate. I thought they were only talking about the carrots in my ring. I used to get clowned cause of my weight. That shit really hurt when I was 8, but I'm no longer 8. I grew up a little bit and I'm in shape. I don't got a 6-pack, but I pack 6 in the bank, 6 figures. Haven't seen $1 million in one place, but I made 401k before a 401k. If I repeat myself, no, it ain't because I'm high. It's cause I'm generous, y'all deserve to hear it 2 times. Locally, that girl is famous because she was mine. She said that she hate me, I don't see the reason why. Used to be my peer and now it's trying to cut the line. Told him buy a ticket, stop pretending he my guy. I do plenty of good work, love from Benny the Butcher. He told me we got a lock, road to Zata, we asked 10 like Kutcher. Packed 10 but I jumped like 12 up. No flat bread but I cut that bread up. No white hair but I fucked your head up. Black bands in a cut like fresh blood. Don't have friends I don't trust who crept up, but I have rent for the ones who blessed us. Have rent for the ones who closer. Have fled for the ones who poser. At rest with a gun like holster. Aztec cause I just take over. Actress who I jump right over. Gave access to the bus like chauffeur. Only have rest in a buck like soldiers. No accent but her tongue is cultured. Look, a lot has changed since I was last here, Sway. My sister was on pills, I didn't know. I was just rapping, Sway. My pops had a heart attack, he wasn't dead for me. I wrote a rap and said he could've died, and I feel like I manifested it. But I gotta restock on the merch clothes. I let them all say what they want. I feel like Elon to them dirty hoes. I'm the peak blog to the editors, cheap rock to the peddlers, Steve Jobs for the cellulars, peak stock for the metaverse. Folks all over the world find my 16s hot like a predator. Say they climbing up green like Jack and the Beanstalk, but they never were. Got as much green as the East Coast treetop on December 1st. All of my OG homies, they say peace God, but do devil's work. We look alike, but he is not my crop. He don't respect the genre, so the genre don't respect him, so he genre hop. My verses Legos, how they still connected block to block. Never fronted like something I'm not, it's on me. It's all T. I know they gon' switch on me cause I see how they did Pete. When he was dating Ariana Grande, I was at her crib. She told me that my Instagram needed work if I wanna be big. Really it ain't my strong suit, I don't like wearing costumes. Kept delaying my album, plenty fans said I forgot you. Major label shit, I wish it got released faster. Finally my album dropped and dad dropped the week after. out of nowhere. Not one sign, one footprint. I'm trying to find what is God's lesson in this bullshit. They wonder why I went quiet. Here's the full shit. I waited over a year for my first major label album to come out. I just wanted to make y'all proud, see the evolution I'm about. A couple days after I met Ye. That's my favorite artist of all time. I'm in his studio in LA just trying to impress him. Write something he could say. It felt so much more important than me promoting my tape. Realized I had to move to LA to really begin it. I didn't want to be finished with that girl, but it was written. I'm moving across the country. This my dream and I'm hungry. Wasn't about the fame. It wasn't about the money. My manager on the phone like, when you gonna promote? My mama's on my phone like, your father had a stroke. In 1 month it was lose my girl, lose my dad, lose my friends, and fam en masse. Album was a risk, so I lost the fans. It was something different from what they used to, I understand. Hard to not for crazy when you feel everything's lost. It's fucked up when you're missing your girl more than your pops. I gotta give myself a little grace if I want to deal. And if this didn't stop me, then what the fuck will? All I ever wanted was OG to say I'm ill. Started with a learning disorder, look what I built. Daddy wanted to be a singer, that was his aim. I see the bigger picture, I'm carrying him on stage. I didn't even fuck with my daddy's daddy and mother. It took a death in the family for me to say I love her. Me and my sister closer than ever. I'm climbing out of the shit and I'm turning out to be better. Swerve around with a member, I'm learning how to be clever. Fucked her inside the shower, still dirty now more than ever. She wondering my sign, I sick and divorced, and I tell her, I told her leave, bruh. 24th of September, I press record and I'm clever. I left the corpse on the stretcher. Went to tour in December, I kept it warm in a sweatshirt. Henny poured in myself to the metal fork in my dress to mix it around with. Ironically, I don't think I play any sport, but I measured my credit score, it's a record. 24 for the sweatshirt, spending more for the texture. Rest assured I'm a texter. She give me paragraphs and I don't read them. I give all the bitches K like I'm a Jenner. I'm in Europe and they playing pick is better. I'm leaving here a legend cause I know it's how I enter. You leaving here a joker, we should call you Heath Ledger. Now go name another one who'll do it better. T.
This man spilled his heart on this mic today.
Yeah, he did.
He spilled his heart on this mic today. What you spilling? Water? He's a hyena! Broke my headphones. I don't even know what I'm saying.
It's okay.
Token, say his name. Token. Pink is better. That's the name of the album.
Yes, sir.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
Come on, man.
That was crazy.
Hey, you know what's crazy is we were texting each other back and forth, and I said, let's make history again.
I feel like we did.
We made history
I think
again.
we did.
That was impressive, brother.
You know, it was crazy to actually watch you with the freestyle. I normally, when I'm looking at people do these freestyles, I'm kind of just listening to what the lyrics are. But with you, you actually painted a picture like it was a movie. Like I was actually watching a movie. The way you rode the beat, you changed your cadence, which I thought was insane. And then like the movie was coming to a climax onto the second to last beat.
Yeah.
You got so dramatic. Like here's the thing, the beat was dramatic. And then the story you were telling was emotional and dramatic. And it was like you knew when the crescendo of the music was happening. You immediately switch your cadence to match the music and the beat and the energy, and then you just switch the rhymes. I had never seen that before, and I say that wholeheartedly.
Thank you.
Like, it was a movie. You did a movie today.
Epic.
People need to watch the video. I don't know how the audience how they listened to it, but audience, you got to go back and watch it. It was a production.
Hold up, Drew. When you gonna get this done, man? Okay.
It was almost you're an actor. I felt like you were acting in a movie. Like that was I've never seen that. I don't even hype people up like this. Sway knows this.
I've never heard him make more than one comment after.
Yeah,
a
I used to say, "Oh, that was good. It was good."
I'm just
it was usually
shocked
good.
he's even commenting. Levi, what you think, man? My brother Levi up here. Levi, get on the mic real quick, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. And he's an MC, man. And this is his brand Scribble. Him and I doing something with this. We got to get him a jacket.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. What you think of that, man? As it just.
Hey, yo, the way you was catching pockets, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even expecting you to catch some of them the way you were. Like, you know what I'm saying? When the beat got quiet, there was no bass. You came and you just grabbed it. I never seen nobody do that. It's like the equivalent when Wade threw up the oop for Brown, you know what I'm saying? Like that famous poster we see. The same thing, but it was to yourself, like off the board. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I really like that.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm coming to your shows, man. I know
Yeah.
those fans gonna love me now, boy.
Yeah, the
Wait,
30th,
when
bro.
is this show?
We got to do the meet and greet.
Yeah, we gonna do a meet and greet with you.
When and where?
Yeah. When you coming to New York?
The 30th of this month.
Where's it at?
Where's that? Gramercy Theater? Gramercy Theater.
Gramercy Theater. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the tour starts on the 24th.
I actually want to see it now.
We're going
Yeah, if this is my longest tour, 40 dates.
40 days.
We got a lot of time to make up for 41 dates.
Okay, 40 dates. This is it. Headlining your own tour?
Yeah, of course.
Who going out with you? You gonna take Jid with you too? Or Jid's
no,
a
not this
headliner.
way.
Yeah, Jid's a headliner himself.
No, we got fire openers. We got my boy Marco Plus, Ben Riley, and Nana.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up. Proud of you, brother.
Thank you.
Wow.
Damn, I didn't know what to expect.
Me neither.
Come on, man. Sometimes people be falling off after all
they
that.
do.
After they buying cars and houses in L.A.
Get comfortable.
Yeah, man.
Comfortable.
Sometimes that happen, man. The album is Pink is Better. Token, love you, brother.
you
Let's
too,
just
bro.
keep making this history together, man. Our
Got you.
legacies are connected, man.